Hello beans and welcome back to more Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So, in case you missed the last video, we kind of completed the last couple of side quests that we had left, and Ciris was crowned queen of Skellige, I think. So, yeah, that's how that turned out. I'm very happy for her. And now we have made it to a point where we have completed the majority of the side quests. The only secondary quest we have left in theory is the Gwent cards, Fist of Fury, and then In Wolf's Clothing, which is not really related to Skellige anymore. We need to go back to Novigrad to collect our reward. So I really want to fast travel back to Novigrad. Or Velen. Alright guys, I'm sorry for the weird cut here. I was gonna go and do the ugly... what's it called? Ugly Baby? And I did go and do it. At least some of the quest. But then I got the notification that another quest failed. And I was like, what the hell? What failed? So following the thread fails, because once we go back to Morhen, as we are about to do, then Lambert is going to be there, so we need to go and finish this quest before we can do that. Let's go and fast travel there and see if we can get this done before we continue on with the main quest. It's been a while since we ran into Lambert back in Novigrad, I think it was, so I'm not too sure what we are about to do. We're gonna go and look for someone called Hammond, and that's about all I know. But let's do this before you guys see the other quest and how all of that played out.
Did you sever his hair?
Is that the quest updated? So let's just read up. While wallowing in the pits, Novigrad's worst and most notorious slum, the Witcher took a contract on a monster committing horrendous murders under the cover of darkness. At the time, he never suspected that a story starting in the gutter would end in a luxurious manner. Near the Novigrad docks, Geralt ran into his old brother at arms, Lambert. Geralt's surprise grew when he realized the Ikimara they both were hunting was not the chief reason for Lambert's presence in the city. But before they could sit down for a heartfelt chat, the two Witchers had to deal with their dishonest contractor. How many times will men try to cheat Witchers out of honest pay for honest work before they learn? That taken care of, Geralt could now talk to Lambert. It turned out he was hunting the people responsible for the death of his friend, Aiden, a Witcher from the Cat School. Lambert had learned Aiden had been murdered by a gang of hired thugs led by a man named Mehmet Karadin. Geralt decided to help Lambert, and the two set off on a path to revenge. Right, that's what it was all about.
No, that's a decoration.
It's all coming back.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm trying to get past you.
Come on.
Alright. Let's see if we can have this done. Hopefully nothing else is gonna fail. I'm very happy I had my manual save so I could go back and then we can continue on afterwards, because that would have been unfortunate. Let's see. I think it should be up here. It shouldn't be too far. But yeah, we haven't continued this quest because when we got it in Novigrad, we weren't able to see where the hell we needed to go. It didn't send you to a fast travel post or anything, and we've not discovered Skellige at that point, so I had just completely forgotten about it. So I'm happy that we finally are able to continue it, and that just is another little wake-up call for me that I need to check back on some of the older quests to see if there's some that I've not been able to complete yet.
Last night was... What do you want?
I'm looking for Hammond.
What for?
Business. keep prayers at the chapel on the hill this time of day. If it's slaves you're looking to buy, you'll have to wait till he's done.
Didn't know him to be a God-fearing man.
He's praying. Wouldn't have thought him a God-fearing man from what I've heard about him.
Yet it's not something that would surprise any man who knows him.
Another snoop. You know the drill.
Uh-oh. Okay. That is not what I was going for. Oh shit. Can I just run? It doesn't say I need to defeat them. There's other funny enemies up here. Dun 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 dun. I know Geralt would never run from a fight, but I just don't like the outcome of us killing him. Or killing them, not him. So I'd rather not. And just leave them be. Because that's not really what I intended. Alright, that was a bit chaotic. But we did it.
Gods of the sea, I've never begrudged you no gifts. Grant me another victory, so I can make you another offering of me loot.
Don't mind me.
Fuck, what now?
Heard you were in Karadin's band.
Fucking say what you want. Come on, spit it out, you arse-licking bastard.
Okay, straight to the
I'm
point.
looking for Yad Karadin,
And just who the hell are you?
a friend of a friend. I'm looking for Karadin. Thought maybe we could make some sort of deal.
What? Our business robbing some Novigrad pricks the wrong way? Plowing guilds. Come on, what are you waiting for? Kill the fucker!
So much for being nice, huh?
You're good as dead. Die!
Well, that was easy. Off with the arm. Oh, we got a Gwen card. Letter written on elegant stationery. Hammond. Thought I made it clear during our last face-to-face talk. I don't want to keep in touch with you, and especially don't want to do any business with you. I've no doubt the enterprise you proposed would be profitable. Nevertheless, to speak colloquially, count me out. There are plenty of other potential buyers in Novigrad. Goldsmiths, jewelers, and merchants dealing in luxury goods for starters. I don't want to get involved. Whatever you decide, I wish you well in it. Treat this letter as our final farewell. Karadin. So he was done with our little affair here. Okay. Oh, got some chests. A rusty Skellige sword. Not interested. Okay. Meet Lambert at the Nowhere Inn. Okay, that's back in Harviken. So we need to go back through it all. Okay. Let's see if we can do that. Whoop.
Giddy up.
That's a lot of sirens. Or whatever they are. A monster den. Okay. Do we have... Pick that up, Geralt. I don't know how many bolts I have, but I don't think it's enough. Is it in here? Don't see anything. Oh shit. What is this? Why is there shimmer on it? There's a lever? And then it turned. Okay. Hello? Is it supposed to mean anything? No idea. Oh. What does this do? Geralt. See, now there's that shimmer thing again. I have no idea. He doesn't say anything. Can't open this. It'll have to wait. I have no idea. Whoa! It's funny that they don't fall all the way if they're up too high. They only fall a certain distance before they go back to normal. That looked a bit funny. There you go. Okay. Let's get back to Lambert. Well then, let's see if we're able to find him here.
He who has lived in virtue shall find warmth at the fire. He who has lived in
Geralt, maybe we should put that sword away.
Aye, he's let it. Some
Just
still
to not provoke any guards.
non-human, are you? Look for your kind beyond the walls. And remember, never venture into the pits alone. Always take a bomb.
Is he back here?
Hey, free boy.
Oh!
Ah, he's in here. Novigrad has always been a little bit of a maze too.
Band of thieves.
What are you playing?
What the hell took you?
Pretty likely Karadin lives in Novigrad. and he never severed ties with Hammond. They're actually in business together.
Learned something too. He trades in, live goods on the sly. Owns a ship called the Pearl of the Coast. Runs between here and Skellige. Changed his name, too, to Roland Truger, who officially is a respected Novigrad trader and philanthropist. Has a residence in Gildorf.
Anything on Celise?
Well, didn't have you there to stand up for her.
All right, let's pay Karadin a visit.
Here comes trouble.
Think I know how to get in. I got a plan.
If your plan doesn't include dealing with an escort of guardsmen, best revise it. Calm now.
Some of these guards really look like they've been taken out of a
Come in.
early 2000s Barbie movie. I kid you not. It's hilarious. Is that him?
Make yourselves at home.
Not what I expected.
He's a witcher.
Very true.
Hmm.
Allow me to introduce my wife Letitia and my two little tots.
Didn't even notice the eyes. That's true.
You know who I am, and I've heard of you. You've been asking many questions about me. That always draws my attention.
What school do you come out of?
That of the cat. So few of us left.
I could understand a witcher becoming a hired assassin, but a merchant?
Why ever not? Not one among us doesn't dream of changing our life. I simply did not stop at dreaming. They say no witcher has ever died in his bed. I aim to be the first.
Remains to be seen.
Witchers can't have children.
But they can have wards, or take in a woman along with her children, embrace them as their own.
My friend needs to talk to you.
Lads, take the children and Letitia and leave us. Our guests wish to speak to me.
So a witcher killed another witcher?
I'm all ears.
Talk to him, Geralt. If I do, first word he says to me, I'll lose it and throttle the fucker.
Your wife know who you were?
We are thoroughly honest with one another, harbor no secrets. She prays for me each day. You know what? I think it's working.
Fucking hell.
Relax, Lambert.
I confessed all just before we pledged to marry one another. Began a new life that day, with a clean slate.
Fuck off, fly. No need to fly up my nose,
Nice
please.
place you got.
As it turned out, I have a flair for enterprise. Now I have coin enough to provide my family with the finer things in life.
With some left over for philanthropy.
Miss Marabella's institute does not scorn small donations. Neither does the city's Widows and Orphans Relief Fund, amongst others.
Remember Aiden? A witcher. Murdered in Elander. Guessing the killers were paid well.
I remember him as I remember all the others, with the deepest regret. Yet Aiden was different in a way. Contrary to rumor, we did not set out to kill him. We were forced to when he attacked us.
What's your version of this story?
Aiden had accepted a contract to lift the curse from the Duke's daughter. He took the coin, bungled the job, then left once the girl passed on.
You lie.
We were not to kill him, we were debt collectors. He'd spent the coin already, so we demanded his swords. When he refused, tempers flared. Vienne, positioned as a sniper, lost her nerve. Hit Aiden square in the eye. Later, she devised her own version of the story. To silence her guilt, I expect.
I've heard enough.
What now?
Know what, Karadin? Your remorse, it's feigned, completely dishonest. You put on a good show, but I just don't believe you.
Don't even know why we bothered with this chat. We came here to kill you.
Kill him or spare him? I don't necessarily agree that killing him is the best option, but you know what? It's our bro, Lambert. He wants revenge.
Do what you want, Lambert. Your friend, your vengeance.
Been waiting a long time for this.
And I don't aim to die.
Wait. Okay.
Thanks for your help, Geralt.
You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Want to talk about it?
No.
No.
See you later. Someday.
You see, I'm
So long,
starting
Lambert.
after 30 episodes to get into character. We're starting to... Our wavelengths are starting to connect. We are one. Amazing. I love it. So now I'm gonna show you guys the start of the Uma quest, just so you know. It's a little bit weird. I played that before this. So now I'm gonna show you the beginning of that, and once we get to Kaer Morhen, it's gonna be future Kaer. It's confusing. Just here you go. We need to go to the world map. We're gonna go back to Velen. We need to go back to the Barons castle village, which is here, and go ahead and see what is up with Uma.
That Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Exactly. So we think that Uma is linked to Ciri because Uma was on the beach where Ciri was last seen. So I think Yennefer and Geralt talked about that maybe Ciri is Uma and she was cursed. But we'll have to see. I highly doubt that. But it could be. And then that would, if that's the case, that would mean that Ciri has been right under our nose for so long. Because we were introduced to Uma back in the game where we were helping the Baron. And that's quite a long time ago. Well, Sergeant.
Need to talk to you.
About?
Oh yeah, and Geralt got a horrific haircut in the previous video. I really hate it. Oh, looks like his beard is already starting to grow out. We'll see if the hair changes as well. I really hope it does.
Uma, gonna take him with me.
Otherwise, we'll have to fix it.
Gotta ask the Baron's permission. Thing is, he ain't here.
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you, you can try to stop me. But that'd be an error. A mortal one.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
That's a threat.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly.
I love that line. Thank you kindly. Tell the person minding the stables that you are taking Uma. Alright. In case you don't know, that's from... I know it's used in other games, but Dark Souls 2. Thank you kindly. Before we go anywhere, let's go ahead and drop off some of our things. You can see how much we have in our stash. Don't look at it too much. I am saving it for absolutely no reasons other than what if I need to use it. This one is better than the sword that we have, so I'm gonna keep that and put it in our possession. These ones I should sell. We do have 2 crossbows. I don't need both. Let's just store them for now. Although we did get a sword from our good friend Krach, but anyway, let's just store these. Here we go, look at all this. It just needs to be sold eventually, or maybe... my thing is, like, some of the better stuff, I'm like, oh, maybe I can dismantle it in the future. If not, that's fine, then I will just sell it. We have like 13,000 coins right now, so we don't really need the money. I know I am going to be needing the money eventually, so I'm going to store it for now. It's better than having to drop everything.
One fucked up face.
You want to talk, huh? I mean, if you're talking about the haircut, fine. But not the face. Geralt is
I'm taking
handsome.
Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
Find some other diversion?
No, not about to bring him back. Open the door, now.
Sometimes we need to be a little bit ruthless. Following the... What?
Hey, little guy. This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on.
I think you need to help Uma, Geralt. Oh.
What the?
Wait.
Quit playing around. Let's go.
What quest failed? Uh-oh.
Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts.
What did they want?
What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vizima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
I am so confused. What? What quest failed following the thread? Which one was that? I'll need to figure this out.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Banglin.
Why is he unhappy though?
Your Imperial Majesty. Our spies report that the garrison at Banglin consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you
Ian.
wish. At once.
What did we do now?
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
No courtesies needed? Perfect. But remember, I'm not your soldier, or page, or dog, so don't give me any orders.
Would you prefer I order my guards? Look around. I need only beckon.
Geralt.
Now report.
Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I give you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
That's not necessarily what we're saying here. We don't need your pity. We're doing what you asked.
I pursued those leads you gave me. Ciri first reappeared in Skellige with a mage, an elf. Yen knows more.
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there. They were forced to flee to Velen,
where they were separated. Ciri spent some time with a local warlord, a self-styled baron who...
Yes, I know my vassals.
Who helped her get to Novigrad, where Ciri crossed some of the city's underworld bosses. She had to flee, went back to Skellige, ran into her elf companion there.
And into the Wild Hunt, again. Ciri and the elf fled, out to sea this time. Their boat returned to shore the next day, with only him on board.
The information appears of little use, though at least it seems you kept busy.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Fali. Dradiv Dorn Eptened, Bandro Ithne Iakis. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
The details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
4,000? I don't intend to... We're not saying that.
Fine.
This audience is over. Till the next.
He doesn't need to know that, you know? No reason to tell him that.
Could have used some of that famous biting wit of yours. Where'd it disappear to? I mean, you were meek as a novice at Aretusa called into the dean's office.
I merely know when I can indulge my pride and when I must swallow it. Unlike some others, I know.
Ah, I see. So you show your claws to me because I'm a lowly witcher, but...
Do you really wish to do this now, Geralt? We can fight another time, in another place, where the walls have no ears.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Oh no,
Take care of yourself.
Uma.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells.
To the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Let's go! 1 week later.
Whoa there, Roach. Forktails this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
Or did something happen? It's good to be back. Or, well, technically we've never been here, only in a dream. But you know what I mean.
Well, look who the wind blew in. Been away quite a while.
Emhyr.
Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forked tail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Don't look all that nice yourself. How'd you get so dirty?
Huh? Ah, this. I was mixing some lime for the mortar. Need to patch up the walls before they crumble.
Lot of work for one person. Lambert and Eskel not willing to help? Don't see the sense in it?
No. Yennefer found more important things for them to do.
Wait, was it the Lambert quest that failed? Because I was never able to figure out where the hell I needed to go for that one.
You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you. Jumps right into a, we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. And she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse, not what she plans to do with it, despite our asking.
She's gotta have a good reason.
More than one, most likely. In any case, she's set her mind on something. Needs us to stay out of her way, mostly.
That was a good bed.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she... Ah, now I see.
It's either that, or Yen really hates oak furniture. So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
Whoa, Roach, what are you doing? I'm back. Roach is still doing her thing. Help Yennefer fix the megascope. Talk to Lambert about journeying to the Circle of Elements. Find Eskel and help him hunt the forktails. Oh wow. Getting put right to work, aren't we? Okay. I'd really like to first see if I can do myself justice. Or do the game justice. It's a lot bigger than I thought. It seemed, I wouldn't say small in the dream, but, you know, it was very limited, what we saw. Look at that. God damn. And by that, I was like, maybe I can get to the room where I, as someone who has never played the game, apparently skipped a scene where you go out and see the view from the room. And I'm still very sorry about that. But I don't think we'll be able to do it. This doesn't look very homey. Oh, Lambert's right here. What's that on the table? Looks nasty. Well, Lambert, I'm gonna go and talk to my lady first. I can find her. That is the biggest question. I thought those were like dead bodies or something. Or bones. Looks like it's just rocks. She in here? Up the stairs? Looks about right. Can we look out the window? There are no windows. What's in here? Nothing. Okay.
God damn it! You piece of shit!
Damn, that scared the hell out of me. Oh, what you doing?
Damned Chrystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vizima spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
I kind of disagree. Fill them in on the plan so they know what we're preparing for.
You got trust issues with us?
No. Actually, I fear you don't trust me. So I'd rather keep certain things secret, for the time being.
Pretty tortured logic.
It may seem that way now, but you'll understand in time.
Heard about the bed. Really prefer to sleep on the floor? Wouldn't recommend it. That stone can get awfully chilly.
Frankly, I prefer a chill to bedding littered with red hair.
So upset about Triss you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Would you prefer I take it out some other way? Geralt, I don't want to seem like a vindictive shrew, but that very bed is where you just happened to fuck a dear friend of mine. Yes, I know, you'd lost your memory. Whatever. Let us agree that I will refrain from scolding you, while you will stop mentioning that stupid bed. Agreed?
Agreed.
Splendid. On to more pressing matters.
I kind of get her. I would never do that myself, though, but I get her.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
All right, I'll talk to them. Anything else?
Yes. There's one other trifling matter. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
Who you plan to contact? Or is that a secret too?
No secret at all. Ida Emean. Remember her?
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
Exactly, a sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
Your sorceress friends, the sage and not so sage, they've let me down before. But if we gotta, we gotta.
If only you'd been this cautious with all of them. But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potestaquisitor.
Potestaquisitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are.
Tankenbanner!
Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for?
I just got it. I just got it. Okay.
Ah, one more thing.
Yes, dear?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Geralt.
Thank you. You're always welcome, Yen. You're always welcome. You have a new quest item prepared for use by placing it in a... Yes, okay. Alright, let's see. The final trial. Find Lambert. Search for Eskel. Eskel's track near the entrance to Caer using your witch's senses. So all of these are connected, and that's just the main quest. Okay. Let's go to Lambert. Because he's down here. We know where he is. It looks like there's some things over here. I don't know if we can loot. Redanian help something.
Monstrum, or a portrayal of witchers. Somebody's notes on the first page.
Monstrum, or a portrayal of witchers, volume 2. For it is well known that when a witcher inflicts torment, suffering, and death, he experiences a semblance of pleasure and delight, the kind a normal and righteous man only feels when performing his martial duties with his spouse, something I'm not gonna even try to pronounce. From this, it clearly follows that the witcher is, in the very matter of his being, a defiler of nature, an immoral and loathsome degenerate, born from the darkest and rankest depths of hell. For only one such as the devil himself can derive pleasure from suffering and torment. Note in Morhen. The book is a key, the mines near Kaer.
Notes describe how to open a passage in the mine. Might be worth seeing what's down there.
What did I just randomly find? I just wanted to loot. Got some money? Vial? Vial? Now we're gonna go look for Witcher Forge? Okay. Alright, Lambert.
Leaking again. Damn it.
What you up to?
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Realize that monstrosity, as you put it, might be Ciri?
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
I call him like I see him. That's how I am.
Know what? Never mind. Not gonna argue with you.
Right, no time to lose. The monstrosity awaits.
Lambert?
Oh, sorry. The potential Cirilla.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
No reason to wait. Let's go.
Oh, meant to tell you. Can't get to the Circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten, that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah. Old man can't stand it.
Alright, let's go. You lead the way. I actually have no idea where we're going.
Savola's breach. Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me, though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and... this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamandra assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Look at this, though.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Wow. Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in and scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense.
God damn. That's one way to fish. That's the impatient way of fishing. Going down? Okay. Oh. Arby's.
Nothing here.
Whoa. I keep going into photo mode for some reason. Shit. Stop locking onto the wolf.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
Hunting's almost a diversion with that movie. Gotta get me one.
Fuck off. Are you gonna do anything, Lambert? Jesus. Okay, the food should help heal us up a bit. Hopefully there won't be any combat. At least not for a little while.
Tell me about Vizima. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Mm-hmm. Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way.
I see. So those two butt heads.
Damn it! Moored it right here, I swear.
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
Find the boat. Okay. Are we gonna find trouble? I hear trouble. What the fuck is that noise? Drowners? Alright. I like how Lambert is doing absolutely nothing. Guys, we still got one. There we go.
Water hag.
Great.
Oh, shit.
Last thing we needed.
Get her, Lambert. Get her. He tried.
All right. Cave entrance is just opposite. See it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know only 2 boys returned from my group?
You were the ones who ran into old Speartip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's still gnawing at you?
Gnawing? No. Straight old pisses me off. What the fuck was that trial for? Most who returned from the Circle of Elements died within a year in some swamp, hunting drowners for Crown 30 a head. So exactly what was the point?
Oughta ask Vizima.
Oh, I have. Many times. Believe you me.
Let's go. Jump in the boat.
All right. I'm taking the tiller, though.
Because?
'Cause it's my boat, not up for discussion.
Alright, well, I don't mind. I'll go and sit down. You know where we're going. Just don't crash.
Yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose.
Always gotta complain about something.
Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Oh, brotherhood. Oh, picking up some speed
Fall
now.
off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
Oh, those are bears. I was like,
Right,
what?
almost there.
That sounds like a lot of effort to actually go here. I understand why he's been putting it off. Not gonna lie.
Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside...
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom? Like, step softly or you'll wake old Spear Tip?
You're pricklier than Yen.
Sheesh, you're pricklier than Yen.
Oh, don't fall in love with me. Let's go.
Hear that?
What the
Sounds like a
fuck?
kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
What? Well, it does sound like an illusion. Absolutely does. With that effect that's on? Well, what do we have to lose, really? Yeah, okay, we're gonna do it.
We'll investigate, just in case.
You know, Vesemir's right. You do poke the damn hive, almost always. Fine. Let's go.
I don't necessarily think... Oh, what's this? Rotting flesh. No, thank you. I don't necessarily think it's gonna lead us to anything, but... How the hell do we get up there, though? Hello? Where's a
Hey,
boy?
little guy. It's all right. You're safe now.
Yeah, that's not a boy.
Fine. Consider yourself vindicated. You were right.
Well, well, what do you know?
We can talk about that later. Got the foglets to take care of now. Let's dance.
Whoa! Oh shit. Oi! I can't get up there. Well, he's blocking the path. There we go. Okay. Got him.
An illusion. Who would have thunk?
You're not gonna let this drop anytime soon, are you?
No, I will not. In fact, whole world should hear about the time the famed Geralt of Rivia was duped like a child. Think we ought to get Dandelion to write a ballad about it. How's that sound?
Yeah, better safe than
When
sorry.
someone's life might be threatened, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Enough said.
Course, the noble white wolf never abandons a man in need. He's more saint than witcher.
Changing subjects. Did I see right? Was that boy...
Yeah, one of ours. Must have drowned during his trial. Foglets remembered his voice and appearance.
Charming. Let's get out of here.
Needn't ask me twice. In fact, I didn't even want to come here.
Yeah, we know that.
Lambert, enough.
Jesus Christ, Lambert. It's another loot there. Okay. Well, the complainers are always the ones that are really good at letting their opinion known. If they're not happy with something, so... Not taking it too personal, but he's definitely... I like Lambert. Who am I kidding? They have like that... Oh, sorry. No! They have that brotherly banter. You know? Alright. I'll take the thread. There we go. We climb up here? Oh, cutscene. Okay.
Shit, too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vizima.
Ready? Oh, you fat fuck.
It's the armor, okay?
1, 2, 3. You're no feather either. Come on, let's go.
Alright. Let's see what we find along our path. Can't see shit. Okay.
Wall looks a little shaky. Ard, maybe?
Mm-hmm. And a wake old spear tip stomping like that.
Relax. I slipped.
What? Did I accidentally do something I wasn't supposed to? I might have. Sorry. I'm too quick. You with us? Alright.
Ah!
What?
Something fell in my eye. Splinter, I think.
Hope it wasn't from a broken mirror. That'd make you even nastier.
Ha ha.
Bones. Pulverized.
Mm-hmm. Old spear tip's never been kind to guests.
Do I hear some growling? That looks too high. Maybe not? Okay. Yeah, it's too high. We're going up here. Is there a bridge that I saw? Yeah, okay. I don't know if Lambert is following us, but... I'm assuming he is.
Ugh. Place reeks of mold.
What did you expect? Scent of violets?
Would have been nice. Ah, so soft and sweet, just sleeping there. Makes you want to make this moment last forever.
We're just going through? Oh, we're out. Okay. If we don't know how to fight, I'm not gonna fight.
Good to be back above ground.
Mm-hmm. Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
Don't know who you're trying to impress. Tough guy stuff's just not working on me.
Look who's talking. Vesemir told me about that job you did for those Nilfgaardians in Velen. What? What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
Good one.
Just came out that way. Come on.
Bastard. We are killing monsters. That's what we're doing. Oh. Is that a troll? I see a troll. I think I see a troll.
See him shit and run as soon as he saw us?
Mm-hmm. Never known a troll to do that.
Huh. They know. Whoa. An ambush, maybe?
Witches is to walk no more. Stops. East Mountain. Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain.
Trolley Mountain.
Oh. Hi! This Troll Mountain.
You talk to these idiots.
Just want to get to the circle.
Stay calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Which is this thing one say, thing two do, thing three do, sometime.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel. Understand?
They understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave! Before they stone us to death!
Lambert, you absolute idiot. Oh, here we are. Okay.
We walk throws. News goes no far more. Which is understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come no to Witchersea Castle. Rocks lots there. Pretty rock.
Enjoying this little chat? Cause it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking. Fact is, you know as much about negotiating as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witchersea strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, good? Only you. Witchersea monster kills trolls monsters. Yes, true is. No face make. We do go this. Use sharp back clubs leave here. Use pass. No agrees? We smash.
We'll leave our swords, come back for them later. Sure.
All right. We'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
We want to know. Ick metal. Mouth stings.
You nuts?
Shut up and follow my lead.
Don't fuck it up, Lambert. Wait! Okay.
Think you might have missed your calling. If I remember Pappy Vesemir's lessons correctly, Witchers kill monsters.
Your memory's shit. They only kill harmful monsters.
They threw stones at us, Geralt.
Whine about it to Eskel later.
Just a few steps more, and we're there.
Ooh, that's some serious panting. Out of breath? Out of shape?
Nah, just a bit hungover.
Been hitting the hooch with Eskel again?
No. Been hitting it alone.
Okay. In their defense, they only started throwing rocks after you threatened them. So, calm your tits, Lambert. Oh, it's so dark now.
Well, we made it.
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let me think. A sourpuss?
Fair enough. But save the rest of your compliments for later. Let's get to work.
Remember how this circle works? Been a while since I activated my medallion here.
It's fine, old man. No need to make excuses. Light the torches and place the phylactery on the altar. I'll handle the rest.
No, okay.
How'd it go? Water, then earth, then air?
No, I don't want to extinguish. Okay, there we go.
All right, phylactery's in place.
Then all we gotta do is wait. The container will absorb the power of the elements while we catch a breather. So, how'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial of the medallion?
Let me think. Oh yeah, used Axie, but I only had to get past one troll. Other two were busy.
Yeah, useful sign, Axie. Saved my life a short while ago.
Sense a good story coming.
One of the best. A couple of road robbers stopped me. One pointed a crossbow at me, and the other started rummaging through my satchel, and made the man with the crossbow shoot his friend, then hang himself.
Didn't have to kill them.
But I could, so I did. 2 whoresons less in the world. Big deal.
Tell me, you always been such a cynical bastard?
No. I was adorable before Vesemir brought me to Kaer Morhen.
Think it's that bad being a witcher?
Guess I could have been someone worse. Just a shame I had no choice.
It was our destiny.
Destiny? Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern, walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return? Give me the first thing you see when you get home. My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
Didn't know. I'm sorry.
Next time you wonder why I'm so bitter, well, there's your answer. All right. We've griped enough. Let's get out of here.
So Vesemir saved his father and then took him here? Or was it just a
witcher with no swords, like a man without an arm?
a random witcher,
Sure thing,
and that's
brother.
why he despises kind of witchers, I guess.
Witches is his sharp back club takes, and home goes.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I don't need convincing.
Come on, Geralt, let's go.
Oh.
Right. Let's get back.
After you, sir.
A few hours later. Oh, we did it. Now we can just continue search for Eskel's track. Alrighty then. Character entry updated. For Lambert. I don't know if he's even at the bottom, but we'll see. Should we just read it again? Because it has been a while since I've read it. The youngest among the witchers of Kaer Morhen, and perhaps the last ever trained within its walls, by the start of our tale, Lambert had proven his chops many times over, having hunted down many a mighty beast and traversed nearly all the continent's realms several times over. Yet he had also developed a reputation for arrogance and sardonic humor, and his gruff and at times excessively blunt manner could irritate even his fellow witchers of the School of the Wolf. Whatever his vices, it went without saying that Lambert would brave the fires of any hell for his companions. If destiny truly chooses which boys become witchers, then in Lambert's case it had made a twisted, cruel choice, After hearing his story, Geralt had to admit that Lambert had every reason to be unenthused about the lot fate had granted him. A chance encounter of two witchers hunting the same Ikimara turned into a tale of old friendship, murder, and vengeance. The moral of the story? Don't mess with Lambert. You know what? I say that we just continue with Eskel.
Must be Eskel's prince. No one else has left the keep recently.
Because why not? We need to go kill some forktails. And let's hope he's not in trouble, because it sounds like he has been gone for quite a bit. So I don't hope that he has been hurt or overwhelmed. Look at this. Should we just meditate until the morning? Let's just go to 4 AM. Because I really want to experience Morhen in daylight. Something happened here? Guess he went across the water. We could probably have brought Roach. But if we're tracking, I do prefer to do it on foot. Even if we have to go a bit far. Okay, did he set up a camp up here, perhaps? Let's get some beer. A bean-she! Only a bean can use that. And that's you guys. This way?
That's his horse. What's its name? Scorpion? Beautiful animal.
Yeah. He's just chilling. Okay. Let's see.
Footprints. And hoofprints. A goat. Interesting.
A goat?
Eskel made camp here. Looks like he planned to stay outside a while.
Okay. Don't mind if I do, I'll take all his shit. Maybe he got hungry?
Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat. Just gotta find a sample of its scent.
Look around for more tracks. Would the wolves have anything to do with it? I doubt it. Any other that should represent the scent of the goat?
Bits of bark. Looks like Eskel's goat rubbed against this tree. A clump of goat hair. Ugh, the stench.
Okay, so that I can follow. Alright, here we go. Oh. There's something red.
Eskel's tracks. The nose knows.
Let's see. I see trouble.
Didn't tie
bleeder.
itself to this stake.
Oh. Gonna use this as bait.
Supposed to be forktail bait.
Yeah.
Guess it works for witchers as well.
Just the guy we are looking for.
As for forked tails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See your memories back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
That it?
I'm a simple witcher wolf. Don't fight dragons, don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
Try to limit myself to the sorceresses from now on.
No doubt the most pleasant part. Though I'm not sure it ain't the most dangerous, too. Shh. Hear that? Incoming.
Get him!
There it is.
Not the goat!
I see it.
Picked a bad day to leave its nest.
Big bastard!
We can handle this.
Why can I not use my... Oh, there we go.
You're slow dodging. Need to run you through the gauntlet.
Yeah?
Damn
Your
it!
parries
It's taking
are shit.
off.
Focus on
wings.
improving that, smartass.
Too much is happening. Where it's going? Chase the forktail. Okay. Come on, Eskel. Get the bastard. I think it's going this way. Follow the forktail's blood trail using your witcher senses.
Bleeding heavily.
From an artery. Blood's light-colored. Can't fly much further.
Look at the view! God damn!
Landed here.
Not very gracefully. Look at the tracks. We broke its wing, I think.
Aww. Feel a little bit bad for it now. Oh, it went into here.
Fled to its lair, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand.
I can't start to feel bad for it now. Although I do. It's just waiting to die. Eskel, I found it! If you want to help. Got it.
Alright, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
Yen tell you why she wants this?
Mean you don't know? And that, doesn't bug you?
No, it doesn't. I trust her.
And they say people learn from their mistakes.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing.
Something about Yen bothering you? Come on, grow a pair. Give it to me straight.
You grow a pair and admit she tricked you more than a few times.
That was then. Yen's changed.
Right. Fine, never mind. Let's go.
Alright then. People really seem to care about our business, our Geralt. Diagram. They just don't get it. They don't understand it. And you know what? That is completely fine. I'd like to know what they think about Triss then, because obviously I've not read the books, I've not played the games, but Triss? I guess, I don't know, took advantage of a situation.
Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion, and who's the better rider.
Alright.
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself.
Uh-huh.
First to Kaer Morhen wins!
Let's do it. Oh, look at the view.
Faster.
He doesn't stand a chance. Well, I don't know the route entirely, so I'm gonna rely on the minimap. He probably knows the shortcut or something. Well, no, Kaer Morhen is straight ahead, so he shouldn't. Why don't you speed up? Alright, we got it in the bag. Don't worry. There we go. Easy.
Finally. Took you a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Sure.
Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
I read that as pizza and not prize.
Since you insist.
Here. Use it wisely.
If he insists, then what'd he give us? Condoms? Sorry. Not that we need them, since we're sterile. New item received? Alright, now we just need to help Yennefer, except we have not done her thing yet. Disturbance. Find the source of the magical disturbance using the Protist deck something. Do we need to get back to her to do that? I assume that we do. We'll see, maybe it's in Kaer Morhen, the thing that we need to find. I don't know. So I'm gonna go back where the game tells me to go to get started. Open. But no, I get it. No one around us likes Yennefer, and you know what? That's fine. We know what her and Geralt's relationship is like. I would, or could probably feel differently if I had played the game, other games, read the books, but I'm just going off my feelings from playing this, and that's really the only thing that I can. So, I don't care what the other thinks. We know Geralt loves her. Yennefer loves Geralt. There's that. Okay.
Nothing here. Oh, got a signal.
Really? It's gonna be Lambert.
Signal's growing stronger. Can't be far now.
So, Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping
Is it
stick
Siri?
after all.
Can we talk?
Uma. Umu?
I'm looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, scar on her cheek. Seen her?
We're not gonna get anything out of this.
How can I help you? You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs? So do I. So long.
Aha. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
Hold this.
Is it Vizima?
No reaction to dimeridium.
Mounted witchering just never took off.
Not afraid of silver.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
No offense, but why all the construction?
So the roof tiles don't drop on our heads?
Roof tiles usually fall from the roof. You're putting up walls, rebuilding the fortress. For 3 people. Why?
Because I remember how it was, Wolf. Before the massacre. We were 20, and that's just teachers. As for candidates, I can't turn back the clock, I know. But I refuse to just sit and stare at these ruins.
I get that.
I met with Emhyr.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
A few, hoping it stays that way.
Remember the first war with Nilfgaard? Battle of Sodden? The North, all of it, fought together. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, Edirn, and the mages were heroes. On the field first, then in ballads. Not much left of that world.
See you later, Vesemir.
Aha. Getting warmer. Warmer. Mounted witchering just never took off.
Look at the fire. Now look here. Pupils function.
There you are.
What?
Disturbance is coming from there.
Oh my god.
What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope.
Uma.
Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Let Yennefer know you
Look at
removed
the
the source of this disturbance. Alright. Let's have a look. Hopefully we can get it to work. And lift the curse. And then see what this thing about Uma is. It'll be interesting if it's Ciri, but I don't see it being Ciri. Only for the sole reason that that would just be the game, if that makes any sense. Obviously, if it is Ciri, they're gonna add something else to it, but I'm very curious.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
Pulling your ponytail, I suppose? No, I don't think he knew.
Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid.
I don't think he would do it.
Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kednel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynglade?
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Don Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iakus.
She looks scared.
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Severn. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
What is it?
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it. But do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end. Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade. For you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work would be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod...
Then it's old. Very, very old.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
All is ready. We should gather the others and begin.
All right. Let's see how this is gonna go.
Listen, everyone. All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Eskel, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion...
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for good.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's one big fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that.
Yennefer's not
we
happy.
could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow. You don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards. In an hour. Or two.
God damn, girl. Alright, let's go.
Or 3.
I'll hold you to that.
Jesus. 3 hours? Ooh. How much do I have to censor this time? All of it. Okay. Oh, YouTube gonna be so mad. Something's coming. And it's not just us. What?
Well, well. Lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Karadin?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's were the goals to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush! I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense.
What?
Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the roads safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Could have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. And not a soul mourned that troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. Least we can do.
Good on you, Lambert. Alright. What about you, Eskel?
Where'd you go while you were away, Eskel?
Aldersburg. Hunted a higher vampire.
Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My client threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Oh my god.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Oh boy.
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been?
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
We were talking about Uma, weren't we?
The night is young. Got time to talk about everything.
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I like how they think.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only—
You fucking what?
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what—
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because—
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first— how do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
No, god
Unless
damn it.
Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
I will say his hair's growing on me. I think it might be the beer that's coming in as well. Oh, they're gonna be so hammered. We can play cards.
So, what's this about a summer villa?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yokel fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
Will you ever lay off Yen?
Yeah, soon as I trust her.
You brave a fire for her. Whereas she plays you like a cheap fiddle. Way it's always been.
Listen to you two goddamn relationship experts. Neither of you's been with a sorceress.
For good reason.
Fine. Leave pretty boy alone before he gets grumpy. Already has that pouty look on his face. I can't stand it. Drink up, girl. To you and Yen. Happily ever after. Colder and up a nice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
Gotta go drain the dragon. God damn.
You and Lambert get along?
In a way. I've learned not to talk to him about certain things.
Guessing that's quite a list.
It is.
Hello, young'uns. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good men, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels.
Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. 'Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
The fuck is happening?
Come on. Let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want.
Never have I ever.
Who's ever done that thing downs the shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus.
I don't know if Geralt has done that. I don't know.
How about that? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers.
After a bender? What is he talking about? Sure, Geralt, just drink. Whatever, you probably have.
Geralt? Lambert's a lost cause, but you? What would Papa Vesemir say?
Think Papa Vesemir would have drank that round too.
All right, Geralt, your turn.
No idea. Never taken fish tech. Never jumped out a lover's window. Oh yeah, we're going with the lover's one.
Jumped out a lover's window.
That's so. Must have been one tough character whose wife you were plowing.
That wasn't it. He was a friend. Didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, you're a true friend.
Right, men. Let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
Vodka. Vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some
I
more?
just realized what I just drank too.
All right, I'll do it. Kitchen. It's that way, right?
So we just insinuated that Geralt had been with a man, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's just funny that I didn't realize that that was what it was about. And then Lambert is gay. Okay. Okay, let's go the lovey-dovey way.
Lambert, bud, gotta tell you something.
They're drunk.
Yeah?
Sometimes you're a real jackass, but I love you, brother.
And sometimes you're a real blowhard. But damn it, I'd go to hell and back for you. Come here, you oaf. Damn. Broke.
Good thing he was empty. Huh? Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a job for Vizima.
Not again. Take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off to? He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue.
Whoa. Okay, so we didn't get to play Gwent. That's fine.
Eskel, chop, chop.
Chop, chop.
Spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Had to kneel down to see that.
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked.
No. The fuck? You sure it's a wine?
Eskel!
Is he passed out somewhere? Oh my god.
Eskel, chop, chop.
Chop, chop.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
I mean, he was gone for 2 seconds.
Eskel,
Did
chop,
he go
chop.
outside? I can't walk any faster in case you're wondering.
Hey, hear that?
Sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern.
Damn it. We missed a fight.
He's over here. Is he okay?
Eskel, chop, chop.
He's getting kissed by the goat.
Eskel's close.
Hang in there, brother. We're coming.
Hey, look. There he is.
With his ever faithful little bleeder. Hello, Eskel. Wake up.
What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Let me alone. I'm gonna puke. 3 of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a 4th. Better. A woman.
Nothing here but Yen. We don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
No.
Lambert, believe you've had your last drink.
You're just jealous you didn't think of it first, but is that any reason to spoil it for us?
Because we're not doing it.
Of course you don't, cream puff. Bet I could take you with one finger.
Hey, relax, Lambert.
You wanna fight? Huh?
Oh gosh.
Wanna? Come on.
Skal du front?
Good night.
when he was with the sheep there, I just reminded me that he just said his women with horns. And then the sheep.
Damn. What a dream.
I hope not. And we slept on the floor?
See everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
You can give the boys a rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Vizima, learn anything?
While you were out hunting forktails and playing with a megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes. Don't like it one bit. But I suppose I have to trust you.
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
Couldn't bear to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure. Every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we
do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
I mean, even the smell could set him off, so... We have a new update for Uma. Let's see. Let's just read it all, because it's been a while. When Geralt encountered a misshapen midget at the Bloody Baron's court, he didn't think much of it. Yet when he heard a similar deformed being had washed up on Skellige's shores in the same boat in which Ciri and her mysterious companion had sailed off shortly prior, he connected the two at once. It was clear this rough hunk of flesh was the key to finding Cirilla. Sadly, there was no communicating with Uma. The gnarled Twiglet lived in his own miniature world, yet Geralt knew Uma was the key to finding Ciri. Even if no pertinent information was forthcoming from the creature's stunted lips, surely further investigation would squeeze some solution out of this riddle. Though Yennefer and Vesemir agreed Uma was suffering from a powerful curse, they could not reach a consensus? I don't know, about how to go about lifting it. Sharp words were exchanged before Vesemir stepped in and announced that before Yennefer did anything, he would try one of the traditional Witcher methods. All that was left to the others was to wait. Though Vesemir's method had worked to disenchant the famous Swan of Povis, it brought no breakthrough here. Vesemir did, however, succeed in confirming that Uma's body was a sort of magic prison in which some other being was trapped. Yennefer's method did not prognosticate a high chance for Uma's survival, yet was now the only remaining option for lifting the curse.
You don't know who's trapped in Uma's body. How did you figure the proportions?
Performed a series of complex calculations. Extrapolated some data, ran simulations.
Meaning you guessed.
Gather the necessary ingredients. Okay. Oh. Go. Brew the decoction of the grasses. Here we go. Bring Yennefer the potions. Eagle love.
Ready. Tools too.
Good. Vizima?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel. Make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
I do feel a little bit bad for Uma.
Ready.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly?
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
Geralt, next potion. Oisi
So sorry, Uma.
What now?
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he... Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags. On it.
That was not fun to watch.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No. The trial. If that's Ciri in there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
Of course I have. Thing is, we don't have a choice.
Not anymore, we don't. But we rushed it. Should have started by...
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well. No offense, but I'd rather Geralt did it.
Understood. I'd prefer that too.
That normal?
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Hey, Yen, you're dozing off.
No, I'm just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake.
Pinching's apparently effective.
Later, perhaps. For now, talk to me. Tell me a story.
I will tell you about Dandelion buying me a sword. I don't know.
Heard about the time Ciri and I went ice skating?
No, not that I recall.
The winter she trained here. A couple months in, she started complaining I was too harsh a teacher. Brushed it off at first. Then she asked me to go skating with her. Didn't really want to. I'd never been before. But she insisted. As soon as we hit the ice, she started skating circles around me, hollering, "No, not like that. Footwork. One, then the other. Crossover. No, wrong. Break with the heel of your skate, not the toes." Needless to say, from then on...
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery.
Never severe. Kaniatad. Nevid. Severe. Kowal. Arriva. Emhyr.
No. No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Kowal. Kowal. Kaniatad.
Nevid severe. Kowal, Kaniatad. Nevid. Arriva. Emhyr.
Geralt, the phylactery, open it!
Kaniatad. Taran Anada. Dis.
That is not Ciri. Is it? No. It's the mage.
Avalok?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. An owl. A sage.
Where is Ciri?
Hidden. The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
The hunt. What's it want from Ciri?
Her blood. Elder blood. To open the gate. We cannot allow this.
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Everywhere. And nowhere.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren.
In Skellige. Follow it into the mists. Hurry. Hurry. I tried to protect her. But the curse... The hunt has not found the Isle as yet. 'Tis a matter of time. But if she leaves, they will detect her at once.
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Is he gonna make it?
I can't... No. You saw? Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but...
The trial has wrought havoc in his body. Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times before, too many.
Toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through... Do you understand?
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Avila? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
What's your suggestion?
Ciri can't flee forever. One day she'll stumble, and she won't get a second chance. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
We plan to fight them. We five? In a crumbling castle?
Do we have a choice? Besides delaying the inevitable?
Pretty boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic.
Fine. I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies. Bring everyone here. Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Mm-hmm. Exclusively. And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avila to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
The boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Good luck, Wolf. And give Cirilla our love.
We're actually gonna go get her. Oh. Don't roll your eyes.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
Come on, my dudes. Don't be jealous. Talk to friends who could help defeat the hunt and ask them to join your fight. We're gonna go ahead and end it here, and we'll pick up in the next video. I think we're gonna go and do some side questing, because we have a few rewards we can go and collect, and I would like to do the Master Armorer, or whatever it was called, where we actually need to go to Skellige, kind of where the Ice Giant was from the previous video, and go and collect something from there. It was the Swords and Dumplings quest, I think it was, where we got it from. So I really want to do that, and yeah, we're just gonna continue on trying to thin out the quest log. And I also noticed that in Velen, since we've progressed the story, it seems like some of the notice boards have been updated again, so there's even more for us to do, but I think we're gonna try and thin out some of the things we've already have available to us before I start to collect even more. So there's that. Yeah, I'm really happy that we finally continued the story. I'm not surprised that it wasn't Ciri, but I'm very surprised at my reaction to that trial that we just performed. That was not fun to watch or listen to. It's very difficult just to hear a creature just scream in pain like that. I do not like it. So yeah, I'm happy it turned out somewhat okay. I hope he will be okay. I need to read the character description of him, because obviously Geralt knows him, but he's not a friend. So obviously there's some history there that I do not know about just yet, but we will learn and we will continue from there on. But before I end the video, I'd like to give a huge thank you to my channel members, which I'll have listed over here. I really appreciate the extra support so much. It really means the world to me. But if you just hung out with me today watching the video, thank you so much as well. And if you're new here, why not consider subscribing? It's free, and we'd love to have you part of the Baked Bean team. And then I really hope to see you guys in my next video of whatever I make. But for now, goodbye and take care.